welcome back to my channel. This is Courtney. Now this is Mother's Day, and in honor of Mother's Day I am going to bake a frittata. Okay, got all my stuff here, but I want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. It's not in the cards for me, and that's fine. I got a cute little dog to keep me occupied. However, I know a lot of different mothers out there, and of course I have one myself. Okay, so I want to thank y'all for doing a great job and staying in the trenches. I know that it is not a job that comes with a paycheck, and also isn't one that comes with a manual. Okay, I have seen the difficulties. Anyway, so I'm just getting my little eggs together here. So I was speaking to my mom, right? And I was talking to her about the books that she reads, because my mom is an avid reader. I don't know how many books she reads, but it's definitely a lot. And she doesn't read the typical, you know, book club books that I hear about a lot. So I wanted to kind of peruse and see what she does, okay? Now, I spoke to her and she said that her favorite genres are psychological thrillers because she loves all the twists and turns. It's almost like being a detective, being in the mind of the characters. So she really likes that a lot. Another genre she reads quite often is horror as well, which you don't normally think of moms reading horror, but she definitely enjoys her horror. She likes the idea that it keeps you on your toes with the uniqueness of horror, and she doesn't like the, you know, just kill somebody. She likes it with a flair, a unique perspective, which I completely understand. How many eggs have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I need 8 for this frittata. This is for breakfast. I like to meal prep for breakfast. So that's the main thing that mom likes to read, right? Another thing that I asked her was what was her favorite authors, you know, and this was kind of difficult because mom doesn't really kind of pay attention to authors, right? But she definitely loves some Matt Shaw, who I don't think I've ever read before, and she really likes Frida McFadden. She says that Frida holds her attention, so she must have a unique perspective and something to say. So I understand that. She also said that she likes some guy called Billy Wales. I guess he does a lot of creepy series books as well. So definitely into the horror. She couldn't really tell me too many psychological thriller type books because she's, you know, like I said, don't really pay that much attention to it. I got my eggs here, y'all. Now, I also asked my mom what authors that she does not like, and she couldn't really tell me anybody except for Stephen Graham Jones. And that is something that we definitely have in common. Just a little bit too out there and abstract for us, okay? So, like mom, like daughter in that aspect. And then I asked her, what is she currently reading? And she said she was reading a book called Monstrous Mrs. My. Now that is pretty interesting because I actually picked up the Monstrous Miss My, I think it's April or March, I can't remember, on one of those Amazon Prime days. And let me see what this is about. Set in LA in the 1950s, and you have an aspiring fashion designer who's the first generation child of Vietnamese immigrants, and she looks like she's not finding the city to be the most friendly spot, and then she finds some friends. They support each other while they're eking out a living, and looks like she needs to find her own power without losing everything she's worked hard to achieve. Spellbinding novel about the power to make dreams come true, whatever the sacrifice. So I picked that up thinking that it wasn't too like heart-wrenching, but we shall see what that's about. But that's what mama's reading. She can let me know, right? Definitely sounds like a psychological thriller. And then I also asked mom what's the last 5 books she read, and it took a minute, I will say, to get that out of her. And so here's what we got, right? Mom's, by the way, is a Kindle Unlimited girly, okay? Complete unlimited package, and that works very well for her because she doesn't go to the library, okay? So all these are on Kindle Unlimited for sure. So she has A Friend in the Dark by Samantha Bailey, and this is a digital romance that turns deadly. So basically you have this woman who gets a divorce, and then she meets this guy online that knows a little bit too much about her. Dun-dun-dun-dun. And then you have Dean Koontz, okay? That's a name for back in the day, right? So you have Dean Koontz, which is a bad weather friend, okay? And it looks like it's about Benny, who is very positive and happy. And then he loses his job, his fiance, and his reputation, and he gets paranoid. Then he receives some sort of crate and video message from some uncle that he has never heard of before, which has a 7-foot-tall bad weather friend named Spike, whose mission is to help people who are just too good for this world. That sounds like it's going to have a lot going on for sure. Then we have Sickest Bastards. Now this is by Bat Shaw. It's an extreme horror short story. I guess in order to understand Sickest Bastards, you have to have read Sicker Bastard. I'm gonna leave that alone, but sounds intriguing. I guess it's a whole series you need to read in order, so. Plastic Faces. This is a disturbing collection of horror and supernatural short stories for late night reading. Let's say Journey with No Sleep favorite Martha Abramite. Collection of tales to remind us that genuine horror isn't just behind the mask. And it has some creepy mask stuff on the cover too. Modern master of body horror and all things that make your skin want to skitter away from your bones. Late night reading, huh? Keeps you up at night. And the last of her last 5 books is by Frida McFadden, who has been a very popular person around BookTube lately. I want to definitely read some books by her. It looks like a woman is trying to strengthen her marriage and goes on some sort of remote retreat with her husband and a few other couple friends, and they get stranded on the side of the road with no signal, of course. And as they navigate deeper into the woods, members of the party are struck down mysteriously one by one. Is it an animal or is something hunting them? Okay. Only one of them will return home alive. That sounds pretty fun. I can see why mom likes that. I also asked her about books that she is gearing up to read that are on her Kindle, okay? And she gave me a few of those. So one is Spiraling Down by Michael Marks. She said it was creepy and had an interesting cover. So, okay, that's fine. Let's see what that's about. So Spiraling Down is a collection of short stories, which she seems to like a lot of short stories. I did not know that. Descend into the darkness with a chilling collection of tales from a no-sleep author, Michael Marks. No Sleep is like horror collections or whatnot. Tales and others lead you deeper in the terrifying unknown where there's no escape once you start spiraling down. Okay. See, I'm not a big short story person, like a lot of short stories. I don't mind one like 30-40 pages, but 5-10 pages in an anthology, just not my thing. Let's see, another one is Mental by Sam West. Now this one looks pretty intriguing. Okay, and the cover looks kind of weird. She said that the cover jumped out at her and that's why she chose it. This is about 164 pages, so it's a short story but not too short. A good man is hard to find and sometimes they're just plain defective. Every Friday night, 3 women meet to discuss their favorite topic over a glass of wine. Men. Don't we all, right? This is Halloween and they break into an abandoned mental asylum to swap stories and it just goes from there. That's not a good idea, I can already tell. Let's see, what else we got here on the list? The X by Frida McFadden. So the X, she said that she wanted to read it because it had an interesting cover. She said also because it says X too, because, you know. It's an absolute read. So basically you have a person named Cassie that looks like she met the perfect man and she thinks that his ex-girlfriend is gone, but she is not. Okay, I can get behind that. Let's see, we have Hear Her Scream. Ooh, this one sounds cool too. Okay, you have a serial killer is sacrificing women and the method of death is chosen by whoever bids the highest and it is live streamed. Okay. Ugh. That is definitely interesting. Okay. I can see why she chose that one. And the last book is Hush Little Baby by Suzanne Redfern. And that looks to be about a woman who is on the run with her children trying to escape her abusive marriage, and the husband is hot on her tail trying to find her. So that sounds like that is going to be very dramatic. So I'm intrigued. Now, Mom normally tells me about all of these books that she reads, so I'm pretty sure I will hear about each and every one of these. And if they turn out to be a promise, I'll let you know. Okay, that is it. Okay, I'm going to get back to making my frittata. I don't know how y'all do y'all's. I like vegetables in mine. I got green beans and corn. Okay, so I'm gonna go maybe go call my mom here. Let me know what type of books that your mom likes to read and what you plan to do for your mom for Mother's Day. I'd be curious to know. Okay, please like, subscribe, and comment, and happy Mom's Day. Bye, y'all. Here's my frittata. Healthy breakfast.